This is the tutorial for the A7 card caddy. And what you will get, I'm going to do the box base first here. And for the base, there's 4 of main pieces, and then these 2 pieces that will go on the bottom and on the inside of the bottom. So first off, I've gone ahead and I've folded along all the score lines. This one will be folded like this, and it's going to go on the back. This is the back divider. These tabs are going to be folded back. And this is the front inside divider. And those tabs are going to be folded forward. And I'll show you why when we assemble it. So now we have the main large piece and the front of the box. This is the bottom and then the front. And what we're going to do is we're going to glue this right on top of the tab right here. And we're going to line it up along the score line. And I'll just line this up right there, so that when you fold this up, this is pushed up against the back. And then when this is assembled, these 2 tabs here are going to be glued to the bottom. And then we're going to put the panel on to cover all the tabs. But before we start putting this together to form the box, I'm going to put all of the panels on, and because I'll show you why. I think it's just a whole lot easier to put the decorative panels onto the black pieces here while this is all flat. That way when I assemble it and I glue them on here, I'm gluing onto a flat surface, which is much easier than trying to adhere it to something that's already taken form. So I'll pause here. I'll put the panel pieces together for the decorative layers, and I'll be right back. Okay, so here's all of the panel pieces that we're going to apply to the card base, or to the box base. And each one of these is going to be 2 pieces. It's the backing layer and the front decorative layer, and I like to use a printed paper on that. And when we glue them together, we're going to line up the pieces so that there's an even border all the way around on each. And so I'm going to go ahead and put these all together, glue them together, and I'll be right back, and we'll show you how to apply them to the box. Okay, we have all of the panels put together, and what I'm going to do first is the inside dividers. This divider is for the back, and these tabs are folded back. And so I'm going to take this panel and attach it here. And again, like I did with the panels, I'm going to line it up so that there's an even border all the way around the edges. And I like to take a flat squeegee here and flatten that out. So there's the back panel, or the back divider. And then this is the one that is in the front. It's a little shorter. And these tabs are folded forward, and I'll put these panels on the front here. And again, I'm lining it up so that there's an even border all the way around. And again, my squeegee it down nice and flat. Okay, and so we have these ready to go. And now we're going to do the main part of the box. And this is the back, or the outside of the box. And we have one panel, large panel, that's going to go on the back. I'll put that on first. Lining it up to leave a nice border all the way around. Squeegee down. And then I'll put this one down here. This is the very front of the box. Line that up. Squeegee it down. And while I have it flipped upside down here, I'm going to cover these tabs. Actually, well, no, wait. That's right. I want to do that after I fold these over. Then I'm going to glue this panel to the bottom because it kind of covers up all the tabs there. So I don't want to do that right now. Now I do the sides of the box. And over on this side. And now we're going to flip the whole thing over. And we're going to add this last panel to the back on the inside. Having all these panels and then doing this one on the front and back, it really gives some sturdy strength to the whole box. Okay, squeegee that down. Now we get to actually add the structure to the box. So I've just found that it's a whole lot easier, like I said, to, let's see, trying to figure out how I can do this where you can see. Okay, I'm putting the glue on these two tabs. And then I'm adhering them to the very bottom of the box, and that way too I can scooch it right up against the edge, and so I know it's all lined up. And then I want to add these tabs to the inside. It might actually be easier to go ahead and add this back panel before I close this up. I think I'll do that. I'm gonna put my glue along these two tabs. Like I said, this is the back one. That way I can just easily slide that in, and these tabs are going to scoot right up against the back of the box, and that's how you know you've got it placed just right. And I like to take a ruler, slide it in there and kind of rub that down to make sure it's attached and adhered really well. Now I'm going to fold up the front of the box. And this is going to line up right against on the edges here. And the same on this side. And you can lay the box down flat if you like, to help you get it down good and secure. Oh. Now I'm going to do the inside insert. This is on the front, and these tabs are folded forward. I actually could have added one of those liners to the inside of the box before I did these, but I didn't. It's not necessary, but if you need some extra strength, it's a nice thing to do. I'm going to get those lined up there. And again, these tabs are going to rest right against the front, pushed right against the front of the box. And I'll do this ruler again to make sure it's down well. Okay. There you have that. And now, this is when I want to add this extra little panel to cover up all the tabs that are on the bottom. I would have put the insert on the inside, but I went ahead and added that back panel first. So this is actually really a good sturdy box, and I'm using 65-pound cardstock, and yet it's still good and strong. And I'll just line that up there. And then that's all assembled. And there's the card caddy.